by the rogue unit of SARS. Those people who got the spy tapes are working for the owners of this building. The owners of this building own Sunday Times, Financial Mail, Business Day, and Sowetan. Now today I want to make it very clear. We have given Pravin questions. We also gave the media the same questions about whether Pravin used the tape to convince President Zuma to make him Minister of Finance. No journalist has asked Pravin that question. 2, whether there was a meeting which was convened amongst others by people like Mahashula, who was a commissioner of SARS, and Ivan Pillay to discuss with Zuma the appointment of Pravin Gordhan as a Minister of Finance. Why are the journalists not asking Pravin those questions even when we have released the questions? We have given those questions through Parliament. Pravin has not answered those questions. Pravin's daughter has got more than 10 companies. All those companies are doing business with government. We have written to all ministers to confirm whether Pravin's daughter does business with their department. Only few ministers have answered. And those who have answered confirmed that Pravin's daughter is doing business with government. Only the few who have responded, if you combine the tenders those ministers have confirmed, they are now amounting to 80 million, which was given to Pravin Gordhan's daughter. Pravin Gordhan's daughter, since we started asking questions, that daughter is closing bank accounts now. That daughter is resigning as a director in those companies. These crooks who are calling themselves journalists are sitting with those questions. They've never asked Pravin. The deputy president of the EFF came here yesterday and spoke. Instead of repeating those questions, they asked Pravin, why is the EFF attacking you? I want the EFF leadership from today and the membership to know we are not answering any question from Tiso Black Stars, Daily Maverick, and Scorpios, and ETV, which ask us about our wives, about our relatives, about anyone we know, until they ask Pravin these questions in a live interview. Why should we be treated differently? We were asked about Brian Shibambo. Brian Shibambo is not a leader of the EFF. He's a younger brother of Floyd Shibambo. But Brian Shibambo was made a celebrity by the newspapers. But they are refusing to do the same thing with the daughter of Pravin Gordhan. Tiso Black Stars, you are a group of hypocrites, and you shall not ask us any question until you have subjected Pravin to the same arrangement you are doing to the rest of us. We are all equal in this country. Let me tell you, fighters, in this era and age, we require no media coverage. Don't be disparate. Some fools who are part of Stratcom are saying, why is the media covering Floyd with unfounded allegations? You said the same thing when we started with Zuma. You said we are saying unfounded allegations. You said we are disrespectful. You are repeating the same mistakes even when we give you direction of where corruption is. It's not corruption when it's done by Duduzane and his father, but it's not corruption when it is done by Gordhan and the daughter. It must come to an end. Gordhan and Zuma, same WhatsApp group. What is the name? What is the name of the WhatsApp group? Is the ANC. That is the name of their WhatsApp group. Who is the administrator of the WhatsApp group? is Cyril Ramaphosa. It's the same thing. It is the same thing. The ANC, these white liberals who are scared of the truth, always say to us, why are you attacking Pravin? Hey, it's immoral to attack Pravin. How can Pravin be a fruit of a rotten tree and not be rotten himself? Because Pravin is in the ANC. Why do you say the ANC is corrupt? On the other hand, say no, Pravin is different. Why do you say the ANC is corrupt? On the other hand, say Cyril is different. They are the same. They are being workshopped by the same people who are entrenched in corruption. We don't seek any favor, not from any media, not from any newspaper. We are where we are today because we are self-built. These papers thought they destroyed us. We managed to rise against them. We will rise again without the newspapers of South Africa. They are embedded, they are in bed with corruption. Fighters, we are not scared of anything. If we have committed crime, let them report us to the police. Every time they say to you, when we speak about Pravin, when we speak about finance, when we speak about treasury and SARS, they say they've got something to hide. Let me tell you, these people, the way they hate us, if there was anything they have against us, will be rotting in jail by now. They've got nothing they have against us. There is a new group of hawks, 4 people on a team, to investigate the same things I was charged about in Limpopo. Till today, they are struggling. There's nothing. That's why I speak freely, because I don't owe anyone anything. I've got nothing to hide. I've never met Guptas. Malema is corrupt. Malema likes money. Malema lives large lifestyle. I'm the only one of ANC politicians who has never met the Guptas. All of them have met the Guptas. Why the so corrupt Malema didn't meet the Guptas? Because Malema is so corrupt. Why has he never met the Guptas? Fellow fighters, Pravin is not, we are not in a fight back against Pravin. We have never been friends of Pravin. When Zuma appointed Pravin, we said to Zuma, why do you keep on appointing minorities into the Ministry of Finance? I want to deal with that aspect because I don't want to be confused with a Zuma fight back. I'm not a fight back of Zuma. I'm continuing what I've started when I was 9 years old. I'm not starting this thing now. When I was in the Youth League as a president of the Youth League, I said to Zuma, why do you appoint minorities to be ministers of finance? Do you have problems with Africans leading finance? Are you saying Africans cannot lead finance? After that, Pravin declared us enemy. We fought Pravin, we fought Trevor Manuel, we fought the 1996 class project in the ANC, to an extent that Johan Rupert said, the Youth League is like an irritating mosquito. It needs a doom. We fought against these people. We fought to a point where Johan Rupert had to speak. It's not for the first time we are fighting with these people. We said nationalization, we said land expropriation, they declared us enemies. Pravin, Trevor Manuel, Cyril Ramaphosa, all of them, they are puppets of Johan Rupert and the Oppenheimer family. When Zuma was fighting with Pravin, we said to Pravin, the enemy of our enemy is our friend. Come here, let's fight Zuma. But you must know, when we are done with Zuma, we are coming back to you. That's where we are. We've never hidden this thing. We are fighting white monopoly capital. We used to sing a song during Zuma's time, and we said to Zuma, "Suka endleleni, sokushaya ngoba umendleleni, sifuna ushaya amabhunu." Zuma stood between us and the white monopoly capital. That's why we had to get rid of Zuma so that we can go directly to white monopoly capital. Our attack on Pravin Gordhan is an attack on white monopoly capital, because Pravin is a dog of white monopoly capital. We must hit the dog until the owner comes out. And once the owner comes out, we must deal decisively with the owner. Pravin, it's a cabal that belongs to the UDF and destroyed all good African comrades. He's no good, this guy. He has destroyed Peter Mokaba. He has destroyed Winnie Mandela. He has destroyed everyone else that stood for the truth against the apartheid regime. His shenanigans are not new. Now, today, Pravin has gone into all state-owned companies and removed all black excellence because he hates Africans. He doesn't like Africans. Any African who speaks back to Pravin, Pravin threatens those people.
And that's where we're going to leave it. The leader of the economic freedom fighters, Julius Malema, speaking to protesters outside the headquarters of TISO Black Star here in Johannesburg, where the Zondo Commission of Inquiry has just wrapped up day 2 of a testimony that's been given by the Public Enterprises Minister and former Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan.